Thanks, Bob. Welcome to another Cast Iron Ranger. I'm Dan Brooks, and here with me is Kent Salazar, Game Commissioner. Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on your show, Cast Iron Ranger, Dan. This is Calabacitas.
Calabacitas. All right, well, let's get started.
Well, the first thing we're doing is going to prep our vegetables.
All right.
So, see, I don't like to cry. I'm very sensitive. Yeah. I'm going to have you dice up this onion for us.
Because
first of all.
I'm a crier. Let me just cut this off real quick. Let's move that aside. Do you care how I cut it up?
No, just fine pieces.
All right.
Well, you can start on one of those squash here, and this time
right.
I brought two kinds of squash, but you can use any type of squash you want.
Right.
A lot of people like some color, so they will add yellow squash, and we have Mexican squash here and some zucchinis.
So we just make a little cross down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just start cutting them up.
One of the other things we're going to be using, we're going to take some oil, and we're using a cast iron fry pan.
All right.
That we can set on the coals. We got our coals going already. You might want to go ahead and pour a little bit of that oil, Dan, into the frying pan.
All right.
While I finish up these veggies here.
Okay. And I'll just measure that out precisely.
That's right. Enough to coat the bottom of the pan.
Yes. Let's go. Let's just put a little bit in there.
You can add a little bit more, I think. You just get it around.
So you like a little more?
A little bit more oil.
All right.
And this is just a good cooking oil, canola oil or something like that.
Right.
And we're going to set that pan on the fire, get it heated up, get it sizzling a little bit.
Well, that's a great thing about cast iron. We just throw it on the coals.
That's perfect.
And we've had our coals sitting here for a while, so it's just going to be just right. It's hot. They're ready to go.
If you don't have an ear of corn, next best thing is bring yourself a can of corn to camp.
Less than $1.
That's right. And if you have a cook box, you want to make sure you have lots of these little staples. Now I'm going to pour off most of this juice. And this is just the juice from the water, just water.
Sure.
Because we're not. And these veggies have a lot of moisture in them already, and that's what's going to be steaming the things in there. And I think you can go ahead and take your veggies. We're going to.
All right. Let me go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and set the corn in while you're doing that.
All right.
Can you hear that sizzle?
Yeah.
And I always like to get the corn and the onions if we can get those separated, but you can go ahead and put them all in there.
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's
all
what
gonna
I
get
like.
in
I
there.
like let's just do it all.
We'll go ahead and cover it up. And every once in a while, we'll have to open it up, make sure that they're not sticking to the bottom.
Right. Been about 10 minutes. I say we check it.
I think it's time to check it. Let's see how it looks.
Look at it. You're surrounded in steam.
I think it's ready for the seasoning now.
I agree.
Let's go ahead and get some seasoning on it.
Salt and pepper.
We're gonna be adding salt and pepper,
and then
chopped up green chili.
Ooh, green chili.
You can just go ahead and pour that on in there, Dan. The whole thing.
Oh, look at that. Ooh.
And then we're just gonna salt and pepper it to taste.
Got it.
And we're just gonna take a stab at it there.
Ooh, that's the way I like it.
And give me that spoon and we'll stir all those spices in. Why don't we go ahead and add that cheese? We can go ahead and we're gonna top it off with some cheese on the top.
Pre-cut.
You can put shredded cheese or just hunk it up, lay it around. That's gonna add a little richness to this dish and a little bit of color.
Now don't hold back on the cheese.
Don't hold back on the cheese, okay. We'll do that. We'll get all your cheese in there for you. How's that?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. We'll spread that out across the top, and then we'll cover that. When that melts down, these are ready to eat.
All right.
Okey-doke.
5 minutes. All right, Kent. Well, I think you got to tell me. Is it ready?
I think it's ready. Let's check it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh man, that looks gorgeous.
Isn't it?
Let's pull it off and get it served up.
All right. We got to be careful with this cast iron so it doesn't burn you.
Hot.
All right. Right here. There we go.
It's gorgeous. Let's get some plates out.
Is that hot? Here, let me.
You can get that.
Ooh.
Get over.
All right.
Serve you some of this up.
I'm ready to try it.
Let's give it a try. This looks
right.
gorgeous.
Look, Mom, I'm eating my veggies.
It's really good, and I like that green chili in it.
Thanks, Dan. If you have a recipe you'd like to share with us, you can email Dan at thecastIronRanger@state.nm.us, and we may feature you and your recipe on the show.